Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then.
Saturday morning, we have a very special guest in the Wise Manor. And it's not Alex, unfortunately. Anton, Luke.
We are back to business.
We are filming business, lifestyle, fitness, the shit we do every day anyway. Very much looking forward to this weekend. And as I said, you get the weekend to do what you want with. You can sit on the sofa watching Netflix with your hands down your pants. Or you can build empires.
We build an empire, baby.
Straight
Fresh from the Love Island villa.
This will be the first real content session that Anton's done. So it's going to be pretty epic. And I suppose first pick from straight from Love Island. We have Anton and Luke in the house. He's down for the weekend at the Wise Manor. He's done a bit of a whirlwind week after just coming out of Love Island. As you know, that's a crazy show. He's got everyone on him, but obviously Anton is very entrepreneurial. He's got multiple businesses and needs to make sure that everything he's now doing is supporting of those. The brand deals he takes on, doesn't take on, how he's manoeuvring, how he's being seen, the whole lot needs to be thought through and executed well. So he's down, we've got 2 days together, we're going to film behind the scenes, we're going to show people what we're doing. It's going to be sick. Fitness, cars, business, a bit of a podcast, we talk about relationships and all the stuff that people actually want to see. So hopefully the weather clears up a little bit because we want to go out for a blast in the toys, but yeah. Be nice to show people what we do behind the scenes. As always, I'm always trying to do that as well and give people an insight into how we're running things and how we build things. So full transparency, that's what we do every single day and we love it. So yes, it's going to be great. Here he is, here's the man.
Back to it.
Back to it. As we should do. Going to be pushing live streams as well in a big way. For those that don't know, live streams are the future really of social. The way things are moving, virtual reality is becoming huge, and also point of view filming through glasses and other things, and the social media platforms are heavily promoting live. It's the next evolution, that's what everyone wants now. So we're going to embrace it, be the first to market as always, and clean up. That's the general consensus with us.
But what's good about going back down here, I said this to you last night, it's been a bit mad since it came out, like absolutely mental, and then as soon as I come here, I feel calm again. Just need to set the plan in place.
This is it. So like when things are crazy, what a lot of people do is they dive into the craziness. But you have to remember, if you're fighting a battle, because entrepreneurship is like that and the thing gets crazy, if you stay on the battlefield, you're not able to see things progress or how they're maneuvering. So you then taking independent steps while actually in it can sometimes be of detriment to the total war because you're not able to see how things are moving. So come off the field a bit, reassess, see where the troops are and what's going on, and then advance again and get back in the trenches. And that's what we're doing this weekend because we said to Anton he needed to have that week of being out, being with people, actually enjoying the time that he's had. He's been in the villa for a long time, have a bit of a mental clear out, meet G, go see her, make sure she's good, make sure everyone else in his camp is good, and then sit down, back to business, reassess, because you're not a typical quote unquote, I hate to use the word influencer, but you have lots of endeavours going on, you have charitable efforts, you have all this stuff which you need to pay attention to, and if you just go off on person like PAs and all this other stuff, it's damaging to that. Could be, and we just have to be concise with what we're doing. Also, we have management to deal with who are recommending stuff. We have to make sure that everything's in line with his brand and what he's about. Really important, because one thing that you can bring with you ongoing, like the legacy that you bring, is your personal brand. And that's not just Anton, that's anyone that's building any form of business needs to be so focused on the personal brand now, because with AI and deep fakes and everything else that's coming out, the one thing that will shine through ongoing and will give value to any business and person is personal brand and business brand. So that needs to be the core focus, and we're going to sit down and really align on what that is. That is actually the first thing we go over, to be fair, before we start talking about anything else.
I think it makes the rest of it aligned today anyway with the content that we like to provide as well, what we're actually pushing, first and foremost,
Be interesting to see what people ask to see actually. I think we just listen to the fans as much as possible, especially with the talks and everything else. They give us all the material we need. Let them be the dictators. Would you like another coffee?
I wouldn't say no.
Okay. Same again?
These are lovely.
I might be the barista. Got some new mugs as well. In line. Limitless. Limitless University. Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Weezy out here.
Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dog. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dog.
Go for a quick meal with doing like loads of cool stuff. Nah, going for that, just a proper dinner.
We'll add it all in.
Yeah.
Just make it, blend it all into one big
Yeah.
one.
It's getting back into training and eating properly though, I'm not gonna lie. Back into proper some sort of shit. Here, yeah.
Yeah, sit down. I normally come here like a few drinks a night and I always have the fire on.
You drink? Like, you what?
I've refrained from drinking.
Back up in it.
Well, I never normally drink and drive. I never normally have a drink. If I'm driving, I just don't drink.
Makes sense.
We're like the only country that has a tolerance for, very few countries have a zero tolerance for alcohol in the system, which I believe is probably the case. You know, there's always like, can you drink and drive? It should just be like, you just shouldn't have any alcohol.
Yeah,
in the system.
Scotland's saying no.
Yeah, I mean, I remember
Yeah,
we came up
talking about
last
that.
time and you can't even buy alcohol before 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Mad, innit?
I was so confused. I went to the supermarket, it's like 10 minutes to 10. She was like, we cannot serve you. I was like, I'm not going to stand here for 10 minutes.
I really hate that they put calories on food now. I do hate it because when you're not being good, you don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, when you're not being good, like you don't want to know. But when you are, it's good, obviously. Plus, sometimes it just don't make sense. Do you ever look at it and just go, that, just no?
The thing is, quite often with these, it's because they have condiments on the side.
Yeah.
So, for example, yesterday I went to a restaurant. It was a Miller and Carter.
Yeah.
And I looked at the menu and it had chicken breast and veg. It was like 800 calories. I was like, how? And
How?
then I realised it's because they bring out like a mustard
Yeah.
mushroom sauce on the side. So if you put that on,
Yeah, it's just counting
adds
all
all
in,
in
yeah.
but obviously
Makes
the chicken breast and vegetable isn't.
Yeah.
Alex, help yourself to anything as well if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's like this upper echelon of society that still lives it, but it's very rare and it's very secretive and it's very hard to actually get at those tables. And I want to bring it back. And I'm not talking about just money and pretentiousness. I'm talking about the respect
Values.
and for what, like not only other people, also for yourself.
Yeah.
Manners, eating around the dinner table, just really little things for me,
Yeah.
just so important. So I said to my wife, like, we've got really bad with the kids where they eat separately. To be fair, they were eating like at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock because they go to bed at 6. Now they're getting to the age where they're staying up a little bit later. I was like, we have dinner around the dinner table, phones down, TV
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
engage, and I'm bringing that back to doing that. Even if it's not every night, but probably will be every night of the week, and especially on a Sunday or something, we sit down and have a proper dinner, conversation.
Absolutely.
Start that as young as. Did you do that growing up?
We do that still. With my family, always make sure we sit at the dinner table
You
together.
know, it's funny, when I go to my
And eat.
Iranian family, like Hannah's parents, they still do it.
Yeah.
I go to my parents, and we did it growing up, and now it's all sat on the sofa watching TV.
Yeah. Shouldn't be that way when you're eating. Definitely
I
not.
mean, even now, like I still hate not eating in front of on the table. I always, yeah, I'm like, oh, let's go sit on the
Yeah,
I did that
table,
last
yeah.
night. Do you remember? I was like, let's move. I don't know
Table.
why. It's just in me. I like to sit down at the
Yeah.
table,
Yeah.
and that's why I got a circle table as well because it creates a social environment for dinner. Were you anxious? Did you find it hard to pull away, or were you distracted enough with what was going
Off
on?
on the work side of things, I
Work,
did ever think.
just not having connection to the outside
No,
world.
I completely. As soon as I finished my call with you, even when I went into lockdown, I completely switched off from.
Yeah, and you didn't even think about it. You didn't worry about it.
I knew I couldn't do anything about it. I kind of just had that in my head.
That's kind of nice, I suppose. So if you took the opportunity away, it removed that addiction almost, that desire to
I think
do
it was because it was like at that point, I think you'll agree with this, I probably in that phase could not have done anything more leading up to the show.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think I physically could
But
have
what
done
about
anything
just
more.
like contact to the rest of the world?
I don't know.
I think if I took my phone away for it would take me a while to get out of the whole Japanese check. Or maybe it was just because your environment was so different,
So different.
it distracted you from...
Think if you're in the same
you had no
environment.
triggers that were like
Yeah.
environmental triggers.
Nothing. It was just nothing. It was just very. I just think I just landed. I was just like, right,
Bang, game
bang,
on.
game on.
came on. Even when I got in there, it was just
beforehand
like
as well. Where did they put you before you went in the villa?
Cape Town, so we were right down in the middle of Cape Town in a apartment. But the thing was, you were not like really allowed to leave the apartment until they let you know.
In case it's media.
What was that?
In case of media.
Yeah, media, like just as well, safety in South Africa as well.
Obviously, you have guards and stuff around you.
No, not when we went down there. When we went into the villa, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, in actual Cape Town, but we'd be like, we'd get 2 hours to go to the beach a day, and we'd have a slot booked in, we'd have a gym slot booked in, everything. And then it was just doing nothing else the rest of the day. I would never watch so many podcasts and TV in a week in that lockdown period. But
You
it
have
was
access to the internet.
yeah, but I knew that even when I started sleeping, I noticed that there was like a web browser on the smart TV, and I didn't have looked.
But yeah, because again,
I thought there's
not
no
worth
value
the
it can
risk.
bring me. But it's not even that. It was like, what value could it have brought me in terms of seeing a bad article or seeing something, or it just only could have brought negative. If I see a good one, I would have been like, all right, that's great. But if I seen anything bad, it wouldn't have been good. Or if I looked at my YouTube channel or something, because I knew that content was going out, I thought,
So you were the chaperone on your own. I'm guessing you're all in the same place.
no, we're
Where
all
did you places?
we're
They
spread
spread you
out
out?
all over South Africa.
So you had your chaperone, and that was it.
That was it. It's literally that.
What's your chaperone like?
It's gay as well. It was fine. It was just quiet.
What was his job role? Just to make sure you weren't doing it?
Yeah,
Should
just
be.
literally, just basically, just. It was laid back though. He wasn't like too strict or anything. But like, yeah, just to like take you places, just to be there with you. Make sure you're not doing anything. Yeah, pretty much.
Does he have frequent calls with the management?
No, they're just in the group chat, like communicating when we're leaving somewhere or going somewhere. But bear in mind, we've got no cards or nothing at this point. So we've got no money other than the money that the chaperone's got.
Right, okay.
So you're totally out of control of everything.
What about food and stuff? They let you eat?
Yeah, so you could obviously just go to like the supermarket, get that, but you need to ask if you can go to the supermarket or if you want to go out and eat. But obviously because I was dieting, we just got stuff in all the time.
Okay.
Except from one night we ate out. But this is how good South Africa is, right? Went for a steak one night, so we went for a steak, we got a starter, both got a fillet steak each. He had 2 cocktails, I had 2 coffees. How much do you think it was? £45.
Wow.
Mad, isn't it? So cheap.
That was in a restaurant.
That was in a proper restaurant, it was a really good steak as well, really good steak.
That's cheap.
So cheap, see once you get there it's cheap. But I don't think the flights are that cheap to be fair, from what I'd heard. I don't know. They put us in that premium economy as well.
Okay.
Premium class or something. It was actually not bad. It's not bad. But see, after all that, do you know that they put the economy, and I was in premium economy. So I could have went if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be that guy that went into a different class from a chaperone. So I would have felt.
Yeah.
But then he had to go into, because I even felt bad when he had to go into economy and I was in premium, but at least that wasn't my decision.
No, I would have gone business.
I know you would. I just would have felt bad doing that.
And when did you the first time when you were actually in the
Yeah, 100%.
Did you know anyone else who was actually going?
No.
You did a really good job of that then.
Yeah, but I think some of the other ones did. But remember, I'm not in
Yeah,
about
but they
them.
probably all talk to one another, don't
Yeah, they do, but they keep you all
they?
safe.
You didn't know.
What?
You had no idea. I'm guessing had you really wanted to, you could have like connected the dots.
Yeah, I mean, I could have messaged people and whatever, but I just really didn't care. It's never really about anyone else.
No, that's good. They did quite a good job of masking it.
Yeah, they do well. It's a
'Cause
massive production.
They actually released. We'd obviously prepped to drop content when you were announced on the day of,
Oh, I seen I got pressed on
but
that
it got
thing.
press released beforehand. Like the whole lot came out.
Because
Someone
I
must
done
have
that
leaked
for,
it.
no, about me.
No. They released all the people earlier than they'd said.
Or did they? Oh.
I think it's because they wanted to be the ones that dropped it.
Did you see I got the press? Did you see I got the press on the airport one?
Yeah.
They made me take it down straight away though, but we still got the press. Did you notice that post went missing? I don't know if you noticed, but they asked me to take it down. But we got the press out of it, which was ideal. Oh, it was just me at the airport.
Convenient.
Just conveniently. We didn't confirm or deny it, did they?
We would have made you do that had you been going on it or not.
Yeah.
Sparkling water, that's the one. It's fun water.
Nah. Not for me.
It's fun water.
Either get a fizzy drink or don't.
No, I just think, well, if you go into a restaurant, you may as well not have what you normally have at home.
That makes sense as well, yeah.
That's kind of what I think. Live a little. Have some sparkling water instead.